feisty.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit,
Full of angst.
I feel a little addied out.
Oh? Haven't been feeling that yet.
Well, I mean, two pods in a week. Our anxiety typically doesn't let us do that.
Yeah, I've too much putting myself out there.
Too much mental preparation for an episode.
Too much mental preparation of just bullshitting for 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, I think when we ask these questions,
The hard-hitting ones?
the hard hitting ones,
Ray Rice hitting questions or what?
like I'm talking like Chris Benoit hitting.
Yeah.
That was a little dark. So, I guess what I've been dying to know is if you could have any three henchmen throughout history, who would they be?
Yeah.
And think about it, like, it's not gonna make sense for you to just say somebody like uber rich, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm talking about three henchmen that are your fucking henchmen that do whatever you say and they follow you blindly into battle.
So Genghis Khan would not be a good henchman. He would probably not. You'd probably make me his henchman.
No, that would probably not be because he doesn't have control over an empire. He doesn't have control of a nation. He doesn't have control over billions of dollars if he's your henchman.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
So, who would it be and why?
Dude, three henchmen. I'd probably go with Chicago.
Solid choice.
Chicago, he would.
But I mean, you could do that right now if you wanted to. I feel like you would not. This does not need to be. He does not need to be on your wish list.
Dude, he's not on my wish list. I just feel like he'd harbor. He just. I don't know. I feel like he can follow an order.
Yeah, and you got to think. Well, yeah. You're on the right track. You got to think of how. You got to think of whatever makes them special can't eat up too much of their time because they're your henchmen. They got to be there whenever you need them.
I don't know. He could secure the Four Locos.
Here, I'll list mine. How about it? I'll tell you why, and then I'll give you a better understanding of what you're being asked. Okay. So if I could start with my number one, and this would be in order, and this has to be a real person.
Uh-huh.
I would have to go with, and you can't say Jesus Christ either, because that's cheating.
That's cheating?
Yeah. And you can't say people that could not Jesus Christ was a real human. That's non-debatable. But I'm saying it can't be.
It sound like you were saying Jesus was fake.
It can't be it's someone who could have.
Dude, no semi-real characters, bro.
They have to be proved. Yeah. No, these have to be like canon characters.
Canon characters
to history. Yeah. So, I'll have to go with my first one being I'll have to say my first one would be Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably Mike Tyson, 2004 Mike Tyson.
I was getting ready to ask.
About 2004 Mike Tyson. Or maybe
Is it the Mike Tyson that goes out on podcasts and just gets really high on shrooms, or?
No. I mean, that's who he's gonna turn out to be. Mm-hmm. By the time I'm, don't need a henchman. I guess he'll still have his lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
you're not gonna be fucking up anything for him.
Yeah. So all right, I got Mike Tyson. My second one, I'm torn between Nikola Tesla and honestly Edison.
Edison, yeah.
Or even Einstein, but I think Edison's the one who ripped Tesla. He was the one who ripped off a lot of Tesla's.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah,
but that's good. We need somebody.
You need someone who is
a rat. You need a filthy little rat.
I need a filthy little rat. So I'm gonna probably go Edison.
That's
he was just smart enough to play the system against. He was smarter than Tesla when it came. Edison was smarter than Tesla when it came to the laws of psychology.
Yeah, and just corporate greed.
Yeah. So thing was Tesla had a real cause. He had a real objective, which was creating things.
Yeah.
And literally all Edison did was let him create shit and then took the credit.
Boot gang.
Yeah.
The oldest of boot gangs.
Yeah, we call that a hustle cartel. Then for my third, and this is in order, right? So my third, Mike Tyson and fucking Tom Edison. That's crazy already.
So you've got like what we're building our questing team like they're doing
Lord
of the Rings.
This is what I'm going to take. This is what I'm going to take over a nation. This is who I'm going to take over the nation with.
Take over the nation. You've got your thief. Like
And then,
you got your Bilbo Baggins. You've got your.
And then my third one would probably be John McVeigh.
Who's that?
He's like this crazy, decorated, accomplished, like basically the closest thing to a fucking COD, to a real life COD, like character. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like he is the like real life Captain fucking Price.
Oh shit! So you some like Spec Ops, like Black Ops bullshit.
Yeah. Like Captain Price doesn't die in the story. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he has to just watch everyone die around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be my three.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who Tim Kennedy worked for. I'm sure you've seen Tim Kennedy. You know Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy.
You don't know who Tim Kennedy is.
Is he an influencer now?
Yeah, but he was like a Green Beret or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
He's like under scrutiny right now for apparent stolen valor. But
but
he served. It's on record. He served, but like he's just fabricating the fuck out of stories. And
just bullshit in his memoirs. Yeah. And I think you can do that. I think you can bullshit in your memoirs.
Yeah, if you're selling it, but there's a bunch of people that are saying, that didn't happen, and I don't think it's for the moral of just telling the truth. I think it's like tell the truth because you've got exposure. But here's the thing, like Tim Kennedy got out, he wrote books, he was in the UFC, he did he built his career to be what it was, to have the longevity it was, and get the
probably playing
these other guys. This is a hot take, and I'm not judging, but the other guys probably didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like
the other fighters, or
and I'm pretty sure I don't know if Tim Kennedy's retired or anything, but I he might be, but he might be in like reserves.
I think
reserves, active duty or some shit. You know what I mean?
Not just putting out a bunch of like just pro-Israel stuff, isn't he? Like, or is this another guy I'm thinking?
Yeah, he's a fucking he's a right wing puppet. But, like politics aside, he's he still has fought the great fight.
No, he can still he'll be a
like I'll still salute him. You know what I mean? If anyone who's served, especially active duty, you gotta
teach Mike Tyson how to use a gun. That's who that could be. He can.
Mike Tyson's my personal bodyguard in places I can't go without a gun, and he's viciously loyal.
Yeah.
There's no telling what Mike Tyson would do if I was to be like for some reason his 38-year-old self, like his 30-year-old self.
Uh-huh.
And I could be his 24-year-old mentor / father, like Customato was, but I'd be way younger.
Yeah, what's his name? What was his name?
Customato.
Dude, you dress up like him, and you just get him in these like
these
psychological tours.
No, if he's my henchman, I'm gonna treat Mike the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Mike the most love because he needs it the most.
He does need the most love.
He needs so much love. Like he's just, what I mean?
He's such a nice guy. Those pigeons get me every time, bro.
And he didn't have no love when Cuss died. You know what I mean? Like
So Cuss, that was his name, right?
Yeah.
Cuss or something.
Yeah, he's an Italian.
Filthy wop. Good wop.
Yeah, good one.
One of the better wops.
But there's no telling what Mike's potential could be if he was under my tutelage. You know what I mean?
What can I do for Mike Tyson? That's insane. I love that.
Yeah, no. What can I make Mike Tyson? How could I more like mold Mike Tyson in my image?
Yeah, he would. If Mike Tyson was around during the gladiating. How do you say that?
Gladiating.
That's not a real word.
Gladiator.
Yeah, gladiator times.
He would have been he would have been a menace.
Dude, yeah.
He'd have been undefeated. He would have been. Thing is like, had Cuss never died, Mike Tyson probably would have never been beat ever.
Yeah,
bro, I'm telling you.
Did he start wilding out after he died?
Yes.
I remember he did that supposed rape of like some Miss America pageant person in a hotel. That's all speculation, of course. Like, was that all after?
Listen, I'm not saying
Custer
he
died?
did or didn't, but I'm saying Mike Tyson is the type of person to take that on the chin, even if he didn't do it. Like, if he...
He would admit to it.
I feel like he would.
Yeah.
No matter what, he's always been super genuine for him. Like, he's never been sketchy in that aspect, you know what I mean? But, like, he was a drug addict, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's... All I'm saying is... and this is not saying it's invalid or not true. I'm just saying it's really easy to accuse somebody of that when they got $50 fucking million in the bank. You know what I mean? Like, it's real. I mean... But I'm not saying, like, that sounds greasy, but I'm saying, like, it happens way more often than people realize.
Yeah, I'd say so. 50
and, like,
50
what
large
do you,
ones.
what do you, look, you're putting a motherfucker like Mike Tyson in there as a sex offender, basically, because I'm pretty sure if you get a rape charge, you're on a registry. You put him in there with those, like, sex crime dudes, and now people are going to try to push up on Mike Tyson. Now you got people that are, like, you know, inmates that are possibly going to die because of that.
Yeah. Just sitting in the pop.
Like Mike Tyson said, I had the most peaceful days of my life and the most peaceful 3 years of my life when I was in prison.
Yeah,
Bro, you went down for a
too.
fucking rape charge.
Yeah.
You got to be Mike fucking Tyson to have a peaceful time with that charge, bro, in prison, in the joint. But anyway, let's not get down a Mike Tyson loophole because who are your three henchmen? Team up. And you got to think.
So you've got Mike Tyson.
I gave you my why they were my henchmen. It was for if I wanted to take over, I believe that would be mine.
Okay, been doing real characters. Nobody biblical.
You could do biblical people. A lot of them exist. Most of the people were people.
But Jesus is just cheating. I see. Okay.
Jesus is cheating. Yes.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to go.
Because we're both Christian.
This is for empire building, right?
Yeah.
These are our three henchmen for empire building.
Well, if that's what you want,
is that?
It could be to speed run like mega wealth.
Mega wealth, okay.
Yeah, but you don't have access to said people's wealth. Pick your henchmen wisely because they got to make you rich. They're not. Right. They're not.
Well, maybe we'll go the rich path. I think coming at the number one spot, we'll have Moses. I feel like he's a logistical guy. He lives forever, right? He lived for what, 900 years, something like that.
Yeah, but we're not using biblical. We're not using any religious. We're not using any religious lore.
No religious lore?
No.
Okay. So Moses wouldn't have had the boat.
No, you're fried, dude. That's fucking Noah.
Noah, yeah.
You're fried.
Noah, yeah.
Moses parted the Red Sea, though.
I can't even get that right. Fuck.
Okay, so look.
I'm going to get smited down for that one.
If you're going to go wealth, you need to think like... These are just some examples. Like, who got rich fast? Andrew Tate. You got to think Mr. Beast. You got to think... and then very realistic, you got to think like Gerald Ford. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then the why would be like, if you're going to get, like, what would you use them for?
Okay. All right. Shit. How would I get some money fast? How are we getting money fast here? All right. I'm gonna go Larry Hoover.
You have to use your
Larry Hoover at the
brain.
top one. Right?
Okay.
He's a well.
Okay, I didn't expect that, but okay.
He's got his finger in a lot of pies. Larry Hoover coming in the top one.
Humor with me, big dog. I'm interested.
Yeah. All right. So he's got that. He knows some people.
Okay.
He could also be the enforcer because you always have to have an enforcer. I mean,
yeah.
He could be that guy.
Okay.
All right. So maybe we're working off the eastern seaboard here.
Okay.
All right. I think we're gonna mosey on over to Philadelphia, and we're picking up. I think we're picking up Benjamin Franklin. Innovator. Have somebody working on R&D, research and development. Ooh, I felt that one.
We'll keep that.
We'll keep that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Benjamin Franklin, and he could be my he could be my lazy. What's the not laissez-faire fucking.
I would think more. I would think more of like the dude who defended OJ. You if you're gonna have Larry Hoover, you got to think you need a very, very
good lawyer.
You need a decorated lawyer as one of your henchmen, or someone who's a legal fucking giant. You know.
Yeah, who's the guy that got who got what was it? Young Thug.
I don't even remember his name. I was thinking more.
I just see him in the spider drip all the time.
I was thinking if you're gonna do something like that, I would suggest. I would suggest. Damn. See, that's hard. Well, you do you, but now you gotta think of someone who would be able to pull strings or.
String puller.
Now you're talking.
I'm thinking.
Now you're talking more like a Al Capone, or like a.
I'm thinking the Merchant of Death. I think that's my final answer.
Who's that?
The gun runner, that guy, that the Lord of Wars is made off with Liam Neeson, the guy who got traded for fucking Brittany Griner from Russia.
Oh, okay.
So we got Larry Hoover, Benjamin Franklin, and the Merchant of Death.
Okay.
Because the Merchant of Death, I mean, he's my same pick in the way that Noah was. I need somebody for the logistics, the getting stuff, the knowing people. I feel like he knows a few guys.
Well, I'm gonna tell you straight
Getting
up.
some ports.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I think mine conquers yours. In terms of not like.
Now we're doing a Deadliest
apples
Warrior.
Not apples to apples, but this is why I believe mine has a better chance to get in the objective type. So what I'd do with Tyson is obviously he would have we would time lapse. He would already be a prolific boxer.
Yeah.
I'd have him under wraps. I would have him tamed.
Oh my God!
I would have the best legal team. I'd have the best legal teams around him. I'd have him in therapy.
I can get him in therapy.
So this is what I'm.
Put him in MDMA therapy.
Yes, but no. Actually, I'm taming the ferocious beast. I'm not healing him. I'm taming the beast until. And what I'm doing is, I'm using
the equivalent of putting the chain around the pit bull in the backyard.
Yes, I'm using Mike Tyson, and then. But the thing is like I own everything that Mike Tyson. So what I'm doing with that is I am, and with McVeigh having all of the knowledge he has on the military infrastructure and protocol, I'm having him put in a position where he becomes either a seat on the Supreme Court or, hear me out,
infiltrating the government.
He is a seat on the Supreme Court. Like I'm funding that campaign with that, and I'm getting him on either the Supreme Court or I'm gonna put him in a position to be the governor of either Texas or Florida.
I think the governor but that does sound like some shit Donald Trump would do in this. Okay. Somebody's gonna die on the Supreme Court, and he's gonna put in a veteran on the Supreme Court.
Here's what I'm gonna have out of Edison.
Yeah.
Edison is a physicist. He's a scientist. I'm gonna have him run his own independent university style research. Like it's his own department.
He gets his own funds.
Yeah, he gets his own funds, and he has a budget you know what I mean, and he can hire who he wants, and what that's gonna do is he will bring money in by itself by just stealing other people's.
Yeah, do some insider trading.
Yeah. So like he's not necessarily my string puller, but like you said, he's my rat. He's my mole. He is going to give me the inside scoop on everything.
gonna send him to
I'm building
make him
my
an ambassador
empire.
to China.
I'm building my empire around these three. I'm not.
Uh-huh.
And all of the funding is going to come straight from boxing.
Yeah.
And by the time Mike Tyson retires, I'm going to have him have signed so many fighters, because we would start to build our own promotion or our own promotion of fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I would have him have so many fighters that we would be controlling. I would say close to 100
the fighters.
we would be controlling by the time this came to fruition, we would absolutely own hundreds of millions of dollars in bets, and we would control that market as well, the sports betting.
The sports betting market.
Yeah. So if I had to fix fights,
and Mike Tyson already looks good in a fucking sports betting.
The only thing
ad.
I just can't have Mike Tyson lose to fucking Buster Douglas. I can't have him lose to fucking. I can't have him lose to Buster Douglas. I can't have him lose to fucking. Not to do you bit, Lennox Lewis. I can't have him, because it would make sense for him to lose, kind of to Evander Holyfield, but he lost to Evander Holyfield because of gut. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he lost to him because, like, he didn't have that mentorship. He was just not in shape. And I believe he fought him coming out of prison. He fought one of them right after he got out of prison.
Yeah.
So
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I would have eliminated completely the prison, though.
Yeah, him not reverting.
Yes.
We need a Christian Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
Christian Mike Tyson would.
But you gotta think with that, it would still somewhat hold up on the timeline, because Mike Tyson would still go through his boxing career.
Mm-hmm. He still's got the pigeons. I think that's the most important.
Yes,
he still has.
He's always who he is now. He always was. It was just he had a lot of things that had to be worked out, and
your empire is fully communicated through. Just
Edison
pigeons.
would still be able to do what he did, just on, like, you know what I mean, like on a modern template. And then John McVeigh would be my infiltrator.
Your infiltrator.
Yeah, he would infiltrate the government for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny having Mike Tyson on it as a Supreme Court justice.
That was okay. But here's where I see the fault. But do you agree, though?
In the case of Roe v. Wade,
do you agree or do you agree or do you disagree?
What?
That I was right there.
I don't know. I just feel like, I think if we take away, so we have what's his face? God, what is Larry Hoover? Benjamin Franklin. There we go.
Fucking, who else did you say?
The Merchant of Death. Okay. So I'm saying Benjamin Franklin, Larry Hoover. We get Benjamin Franklin over his, probably he's going to be racist a little bit, just from where he was in that time period.
You have two henchmen that are going to be incredible legal liabilities, though.
Well, they'd be all right. And Benjamin Franklin, he's a lawyer. He's the whole kit and caboodle. But I'm saying we get Benjamin Franklin past his prejudice, and I think he would thrive even more. Because I feel like he had some science fucked up for him. Cause
he would have to definitely.
And the Merchant of Death is also probably a little racist, I'd assume. He's an Eastern Bloc fella. But that wouldn't be too hard to get past. It'd be like, hey, gypsies, you know how much you hate gypsies? Black guys are even better than gypsies.
Well, we could agree to disagree. We could just agree to disagree. I could go all day about how...
You dislike the gypsies?
But that leads me on to my next question.
Uh-huh.
What about... Okay. So... What makes a disagreement uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable.
What is it that makes a disagreement uncomfortable?
I'd say that, like, conversation can flow so well, and then you get in this nice groove of agreeing, and it feels so nice to agree with somebody, because that rarely happens anymore. Because
explaining yourself can be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't necessarily know
how to articulate your
or how people, or you don't know you don't know what people are thinking, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I think in terms of opinion, so me personally, I think what makes a disagreement uncomfortable is the threat of violence. And that's why most people are uncomfortable disagreeing. You know what I mean? The thought of violence, the threat of violence, the threat of rejection, and the threat of offending. So being over empathetic, almost like.
Yeah.
But but the chances of the threat of offending kind of stems from rejection or fear of violence.
Feelings of inadequacy.
Yeah. Or but so like we can agree, but we can agree on a lot of things. We could find common ground, and we agree on that. But like, for instance, agreeing on what to do about the podcast or disagreeing on it sometimes. So like it's not really uncomfortable. It's just if we disagree on something, we usually find the common ground and just don't do what the fuck either one of us were trying to do, and then we do something completely different. You know what I mean?
Because I guess when you compromise, both parties have to be giving up something they want.
So all right, and we could tie this back to shit we previously talked about in other episodes. Is there some personality types that you just can't disagree with? They can't be wrong, or they can't see reason because of. Well, obviously we got ego.
Yeah.
I think eccentric, is that the word? Egocentric, egocentric. Is it?
I don't know. That's a few too many syllables for my taste.
Eccentric or whatever is where it's like you're like super self-centered.
Yeah.
Well,
that sounds like it could be right.
It's like personality types that are super headstrong, super egotistical. Narcissists are really
our behavioralism episode. 500 views, by the way. What the fuck?
Yeah. This is goated content right here. This is goated content when we're on our shit. But would you say that has become so common nowadays because of I think because of the internet, but because I believe half of the world's fucking borderline narcissistic.
Yeah, everyone does seem to be. It's a whole lot less community, a whole lot more me.
But do you think that maybe the amount of social media and screen time everyone has nowadays, how reliant the world is on the internet, that it's kind of made people not only scared to disagree, but like almost hesitant or almost less in social interactions in general.
Yeah, well, it seems to be like people were speaking their mind, and then no matter how extreme their view was or what they said, there were repercussions for speaking your mind, and you lost your job, and your life was turned upside down because you were like, I don't think I want my kid wearing a collar in school. I don't think I want my kid to wear a collar at all, or just something like that.
Well, I think that there's been such a sticker that's been placed on society, like it's almost like you can't be wrong, or like it's almost protecting people from being disagreed with.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Confrontation, I guess.
Yeah, not okay. A disagreement in discourse or in conversation does not always have to be confrontation.
Yeah, that's just how
the confrontation should. The only time a confrontation should start is if someone is like starts insulting your character, that's limited.
Just baseless, like
starts, basically
like,
just
I
making
feel statements rather
baseless
than
claims, insults,
this is because of
or if they get violent, almost like on an offensive, aggressive type of, you know what I mean? Or if someone is being bigoted, you know what I mean? Just that kind of, um, but a disagreement doesn't have to be that. And I think that like social interactions are at like an all-time low because of the screens and because of the fear of a disagreement.
Fear of rejection, fear of
and everybody
saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, everybody nowadays is so high strung and they're so quick to anger and stuff and I think it's because of that dependency on the internet and the screen time.
Yeah, you get in the echo chamber of you're right all the time. You're with like-minded people all the time. You're with like-minded more with people on the phone than you are in real life.
Yeah.
And when you have not even someone that thinks so completely different than you, but thinks just awfully a very slight variation of what you believe, and they're like, "Holy shit, kill yourself!" You're Hitler.
Well, here's what I think, and this is a hot take, but if you are constantly dodging confrontation and disagreements, and then sometimes dodging the discourse and even conversation, over the fear of disagreement, then you are somewhat of a conformist in my eyes.
Yeah,
because you are literally you're bowing the knee. You're bowing the knee, bending at the waist, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Kissing that ring.
Yeah, you're doing that before before there's before you even give any substance or give any type of stance.
Yeah,
you could be completely right and you're bending the knee. And what the fuck, what would that make you? You know what I mean?
I think that's the whole kind of human experience. People are trying to be too much like computers and shit, where they want to be right all the time. But it's okay to be wrong.
And I think anyone who kind of acts anyone who takes a stance so hard that they're not at least somewhat so like in terms of politics, I believe people who are extremely far left, like views align straight up with the Democratic establishment or whatever, or the Democrat, like the popular Democrat, you know what I mean? Like what it's
the zeitgeist mind.
Yes, or right, or to the right. If you don't somewhat centralize in some points, you know what I mean? I believe you're a shill for that.
Yeah.
And I can't stand, because I don't believe half of anything. I'm a fucking conspiracy theorist, dude.
Yeah.
As you would label me. But I don't for a second just be like, oh no, that's wrong. You know, you're everything you've been taught is is exactly what you're supposed to know, and it's history's written by the victor, which is true. But I can't argue. I can't argue what I can't disprove. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
On history, you know what I mean, and on, so I think you can't be too much of, you can't be too guns blazing about anything.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's not neither here nor there. It's
you got
to kind of believe in both.
I'm someone who I believe in tradition, so I do believe in tradition, like sort of like traditionally appropriate gender roles, traditional what's the word I'm trying to say here? Like traditional gender roles, traditional household
hierarchy.
Not hierarchy, but not responsibility, but like traditional household roles. You know what I mean?
So like a provider, and then there's a
and the further down you are, I do believe you should, like how I was raised. You know, I had to do a lot. Not a lot, but I did chores. You know what I mean? I had to clean up after myself, and then there'd be days I'd have to, not days, but like there'd be sometimes I'd have to clean certain rooms or whatever. You know what I mean? I believe in sort of that order. And
Yeah, I mean, I see no issue with that, but I feel like if where you're, I'm not saying that you are like this, but people that are just so stuck in the ways of the past,
yeah,
that is a problem.
yeah,
You have to be some sort of progressive.
You don't want to be boomered out about everything.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that's the moderate in me. You know, I mean, I believe in certain tradition. I'm not a traditionalist.
Yeah, the nuclear family, I think, is what I feel like you're more referring to. Is just like having
Fallout
like,
family.
Yeah, I'm saying like the nuclear family of like a family that's together and they're not split apart.
Yeah.
And like,
you
have gender,
getting chemical with it.
Yeah, I mean, you have roles in your relationship, and that doesn't mean. I mean, a traditional meaning doesn't mean like the man is always the provider. I mean, someone is the provider and someone's taking care of other avenues. I guess that's kind of just a good old capitalistic.
So yeah, like basically, like I got your back, you got mine. You know what I mean? I wash your back, you wash mine.
Not, hey, I'm gonna go fuck one of our 7 wives, or I'm gonna go swing with this. I'm gonna do this and that, and
disgusting.
I'm gonna go have. Have you seen those videos where like, I don't know if they're like gurus or whatever, but they're like not even touching these women, and they're just like orgasming the fuck out, and they're like, it's my energy, it's the chi I'm manipulating.
I thankfully have never fucking witnessed that.
Yeah, no, it's freaky. It's freaky. It's just this one guy.
You think?
No, I bet there's more than just this one guy, but this one guy I'm referring to, he's just manipulating energy.
Speaking of tradition, now we will probably never experience the American dream, but what is the appropriate age to own a home? Do you think? Like, what age do you think is really young and real, like you're doing real well, like super successful, like, and then, but what do you think the normal age of a home should be, to own a home should be?
I guess you said we're not going to experience the American dream.
This is your utopia, yeah. You're painting this picture.
Well, I guess
this is your fairy tale, buddy.
I don't know. I feel like owning a home by yourself is kind of depressing. I feel like it's more about whenever you find someone to build a home with, maybe.
Don't be corny. I'm talking.
I'm not being corny. I mean, like.
Well, don't be cliche. I'm talking about.
This is cliche.
Well, regardless if you have a family or not.
Oh, well.
This is what it should.
I guess whenever you can own a home, get a home, because I guess you can't own a home forever.
Okay. So what age?
Maybe 20, 28, 29.
That'd be lovely.
That would be nice.
I would honestly have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say within a realistic range. I would say you shouldn't have to work 20 years to own a home.
Yeah.
You should be able to, and this is our utopia. This is our fairy tale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think you should be able to do that within the range of 28 to at the oldest 40 years old.
Yeah, if you're 40 and haven't owned a home yet, that would suck.
And you know, you obviously, like, you could be paying for a home, and if you start a family, you know what I mean, like, it just happens, and you know what I mean, like,
yeah,
it could take you longer, but it shouldn't. I don't think it should ever take you longer than 20 years of working. I don't think it should take you 20. I think it should take you 15 at the most. But like 20 years,
putting a down payment on a house and then paying the house off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that, and let's go ahead and look up what is the average age.
Because renting is also awful. But having a down payment on a house, that's you gotta be pretty balls to the wall with your finances. have a lot of shit strapped down and not be spending money on.
All right, so
silly
I
stuff.
typed in, what is the average age an American owns a home fully? The median age for first-time home buyer in the U.S. is currently 38 years old, dude. According to real estate data from National Associations of Realtors, this is an all-time high, indicating that it's taken Americans longer to purchase their first home. The average age of all home buyers, including repeat buyers, and even higher at 56. So 56 being the maximum age, like not the maximum, but that's like the oldest of first-time home buyers being in America. And this is not saying like these are the factors: rising home prices and mortgage rates. So obviously you gotta like not lease, but you gotta mortgage a house. You make payments on it. Yeah. And that can take up to like 15, 20 years now alone. People who have student loan debts too, and obviously it's a shifting like priorities and lifestyle changes, but that's crazy. 38 and you don't even own the fucking house yet. You don't even own it. Like it's mortgaged. The bank still owns the house.
Yeah.
Well, the bank doesn't own the house. The bank it's like your name's tied to a house, but you don't. It isn't. It's not your asset until you pay it off.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how often people are getting hit with the predatory like mortgages and the loans. It's fucking.
I would say the average is more like 42.
42%.
And that's first time. That's first time. That's not a statistic on how many people fully own their house.
Yeah. Shit. That's depressing.
Yeah, no, dude. I'm
gonna have to start selling my ass.
Yeah, I know, that's insane. Like it's getting
start tricking myself out.
It's getting to the point you gotta either dig yourself in a monster educational debt to get a job that you're gonna work. Yeah, you're gonna make the money. You're gonna pay that shit off.
Get it,
but you won't like. The schooling that it takes to get that job, to get that level of comfortable wealth, it's gonna take 12 years of fucking schooling, like fucking 6 to 12 years of schooling, depending on what you
imagine paying off a house and then a half of a house, because what is it like? School's not under $100,000, right? Like I feel like that's how much a house should cost. It's like $100,000 to $200,000, not $300,000 to live in the colony.
Dude,
like that is just ridiculous.
Which, and I get, like, but this is like yeah, and I believe it's a bit of a social issue too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess instead of hitting clips and trick shots in 2012 on Black Ops 2, I should have been fucking in the coal mines.
Yeah, you should have been mining Bitcoin. You should have been using Shopify to drop shift.
That might be the lane. What do you think the most? What are the 5 most important video games in the last 25 years?
Probably put Skyrim up there somewhere because that's pretty important.
Excellent
RPG.
choice. Excellent pull. I was hoping you weren't gonna. I was hoping you were not gonna say that, but you surprised me. I didn't know you played Skyrim.
I didn't play it like that, but I know it's
a man of the culture.
The impact it goes out there.
Game respect game.
Game respect game. It's not my lane, but I respect that lane. Probably for FPS, we'll probably go CS:GO.
Ooh, yeah.
Because
there's probably a couple that could be put in the in the FPS.
Yeah, I'd say CS Source, but it was big. But I mean CS:GO fucking was fucking insane. And then we're probably gonna go Minecraft.
Ooh,
Minecraft, largest selling game ever. you like what video game goes in like is then like an application in schools like that's pretty cool.
It's timeless and it's so age fluid. Like it's any age.
Anyone can play it. Any gender can play it.
Just think about it. There would be no Minecraft if there was no Castle Miner or Castle Miner Z. What a pool, huh?
Yeah, Castle Miner Z. I swear to God, I think I saw something they were coming back with a new one.
Ooh, shit. All right, well, you got 3.
I got 3. We got Skyrim,
Minecraft,
Minecraft. Probably Halo.
Ooh, yeah. Halo's huge.
Yeah.
Halo's massive.
I feel like I needed like a single player story game. Oh, but I got Skyrim in there.
Yeah.
I want. Probably The Sims.
Ooh.
Probably The Sims.
I like how ruthless your list is.
Yeah, that's it.
You answered the fucking question. There was absolutely no bias in it. I love that. I love that. That was so solid. How am I gonna top that?
I know.
Okay, look. You broke it down up into categories too. I'm gonna say the most important to all of our childhood development. So this is gonna be popularity and the relevance, the culture around it, and all that. So this is in no order, but I'm gonna go. And I'm not gonna go franchise either. I'm gonna go specific game within. I think this is just okay. So we're gonna do. And I hate to say this, Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
That was the pinnacle. That was the turning point. That was the pinnacle. That was the fucking Conor McGregor of FPS.
Especially for offline play.
Yes. I'm gonna go.
It's a good split screen game.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll put. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could put Skyrim in there. I might have Skyrim at last. I'm gonna go. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
I kind of forgot about the Grand Theft Auto series.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. 2K13. I'm gonna say. World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I kind of left. Yeah, big MMORPGs.
And I'm torn right now between. Modern Warfare, but Mortal Kombat and. I'm torn between Mortal Kombat and fucking.
I think they had a bigger. I don't know. I think they were bigger back in like the 90s. Back when they were like it wasn't a game. It was an arcade game. Right?
Yeah. Well, then I'm gonna put at the last one. I'm gonna put probably Mario Kart.
That is yes.
I think it's really hard to debate that. Now, if we're gonna go,
I didn't show any love to the community. I didn't show any love.
This is a multi.
Yeah.
All right. To wrap this up, because like this is how we're gonna know if people made it through the whole episode. We're gonna do top 10. Your top 10. What you think are the best?
Rapid fire top 10.
Not your favorite though. The best.
The best. Like, rapid fire top 10. Oh God. I gotta wake up for this one.
Yeah, the best, and not why it's your favorite, because obviously, like, I have special love for like Resident Evil 4. You know what I mean? The old one. You know what I mean? Like, I could appreciate the quirks. You know what I mean? I could appreciate the quirks of Skyrim.
Yeah.
What are the best?
The best. Fuck. Played so many. Far too many.
I need that again. Goddamn, this is a topic, ain't it?
Dude, I can't talk about politics the way I can talk about fucking video games. Fuck.
We'll get there.
Fuck. I love video games too much.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And I think I'll do this in order.
In order.
So my number one, I got Skyrim. And the reason I say that is because of how many hours can go into it.
Uh-huh.
How many different roles you can play, how many different builds, it's the most DIY game I've ever played.
It's just online Dungeons and Dragons.
It's just unlimited. Yes, it's just so much. It's almost like they have an infinite generator. And the gameplay overshines some of the glitchy mechanics.
Yeah,
that's how I know it's just.
That's Bethesda.
Bethesda's just gotta. They just gotta. I chose that over all the Fallout games.
Yeah, Fallout's not mine.
It's not my cup of tea. But number one, I got Skyrim. Number two, I'm probably gonna say. Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 literally had no flaws. I don't think Black Ops 2 at the time, the Black Ops 2 was as perfect of a Call of Duty game you can get to. Black Ops 1 depth of story and substance with sort of like that consistency of Modern War that the Treyarch games were providing, you know what I mean? And just the culture, all that.
Yeah.
Number three.
I think we're coming up on an hour. You wanna speed run through these?
Yeah. Okay. So number three, I'm probably gonna do. Honestly, it's just the old school Super Mario.
Yeah.
Number four, I'm probably gonna do. I'm on number 4 or 5.
4.
Okay, number 4, I'll probably do Saints Row 2. That was important. It wasn't a GTA game, and it was so many. It was just goofy. Number 5, we'll do UFC. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's a sort of a personal. Number 5, we'll do God of War. The whole series, you can't go wrong. 6, we'll do Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, or Revelations, or 2, whatever.
The trilogy.
That little trilogy, the Ezio trilogy.
Yeah.
Number 7. I gotta give a pull right here. Number 7, NCAA 14. NCAA football 14.
Good year.
Too crucial.
Good year.
Number 9, I'm gonna go with Rainbow Six Siege. That brought that PC culture to console.
Yeah.
And number 10, I'm gonna go. This is a tough one because I already know like 7 I've left out. Number 10, I'm gonna do. Probably Devil May Cry 4. Devil May Cry 4.
I've never.
The DMC.
DMC. You'll have to tell me about that one after. I don't know. I've never heard about that.
What about you, buddy?
So, just to beat the dead horse, CSGO. It's not top. It's not
PC gamer.
PC gamer. Call of Duty Big Red 1.
Ooh.
Best PlayStation 2 game. Halo Reach. Need for Speed.
Okay.
Showing my age here. And it's not too old. My depth doesn't go too high.
Oh, those were so much better than Forza.
Yeah. Fuck Forza. That shit's whack. Super Smash Brothers for my platformer. That shit goes ridiculous. Number 6, we're feeling probably Assassin's Creed 3,
Ooh.
where they come to America. I love that.
Hatham and Connor.
Yeah. Ooh, Hatham. Number 7. Team Fortress 2. Number 8. What am I feeling? Where am I? I don't do any horror games, so I can't really say if they're the greatest or not.
Yeah, that's why I left out Resident Evil 2, kind of.
Yeah, 'cause that shit's spooky. Probably Madden 07.
Ooh.
I feel like that's when like the graphics kind of, like the animation in it was so good.
Yeah, that's when they had the goated truck animations.
Yeah,
Stiff arm people off their feet.
I'll do another sports one. Backyard football.
What a banger.
And that backyard football and street football can go in my number 9.
Yeah. Those were tough.
I love the Game Breaker.
That was a hell of a fucking pull, not gonna lie to you.
And then number 10. Black Ops 1.
I was torn between the two of them, for real.
Personally, Black Ops 2 is better, but Black Ops 1.
Pound for pound, Black Ops 3 is the best of the whole franchise. Pound for pound, mechanic for mechanic.
Dude, it did feel so good.
Story was not near the same because we were younger,
yes.
but the story was still there, still picked up off of it. The zombies, it was the finale of the campaign and the zombies, and the only thing wrong with it was that fucking EXO multiplayer.
Dude, I loved the movement.
I was disgusting with the movement.
I loved it.
People hate it though, but that's why I left it out. It was because of the fucking movement. But
it was better than Advanced Warfare though.
I was goated at Advanced Warfare. I mean, I
love
was nasty.
Advanced Warfare. Don't get it.
I believe it's the forgotten Advanced Warfare and Vanguard are the forgotten CODs.
Vanguard can stay forgotten.
I was disgusting at Vanguard. I'd hop in them 50 versus 50. It'd be 20 up to 20v20 up to 50v50.
Like to take the beach things where you like do the invasion. Yeah.
That was my shit.
Well, I think that's.
I think we answered all the big. I think we answered all the big questions that needed to be answered today.
our top 10.
Yeah.
Just some dweebs.
Yeah.
Just some dweebs that like drugs.
Yeah. Just some fellas trying to figure some shit out.
Best you can. I think this has been Down the Table.
Yeah, this has been on the cast. Back home.